Fear is the enemy.
But you see the music box.
Whatever it is that you're going for, man, go hard. Hold on, never give up. You gotta have that mentality, man. I put in the work, I spent a lot of time on the waiting list. Never complained, I ain't never said shit. Shoot my shot, no fear if I miss. Imagine you chasing a dream that you love, only to find out it wasn't enough. You fall on your face, but you get right back up. And you fall back again, but you get right back up, yeah. That's the way that it's always been. Don't nobody care about the grind but you. Nobody putting in the time but you. Make up your mind who you wanna be. I know who I am, know what I want. Live by 2 words, mama mentality. And that's word to my mom, word to my pops, word to my little bro. They said make your mistakes, but don't make excuses on why you can't live and learn. On a couple occasions I damn near went broke. I'm chasing this music thing, and I ran out of hope. I threw in the towel, said fuck the hole in the street. I kept on writing and touring. I picked up a job cause I knew it was important. The money I made, I would stash it away just to fund my recordings. And I didn't wanna stop cause I didn't know how. I would lay in my room by myself late at night and I finally figured it out. I just wanna be the best version of me, make all the music that I wanna make. I don't care what nobody gon' say. You miss all of the shots you don't take. And the answer is no, if you don't ask. If it gets hard, this too shall pass. God is my witness and he got the plan. He got the plan. I put in the work, I spent a lot of time on the waiting list. Never complained, I ain't never said shit. Shoot my shot, no fear if I miss. Imagine you chasing a dream that you love, only to find out it wasn't enough. You fall on your face, but you get right back up. And you fall back again, but you get right back up, yeah. That's the way that it's always been. Don't nobody care about the grind but you. Nobody putting in the time but you. Make up your mind who you wanna be. I know who I am, know what I want. Live by 2 words, mama mentality. Yeah. Remember, man, you only in competition with yourself. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the process. Pleasure and pain. R.I.P. the greatest. 0824.
Check 1 2. Can you hear me out there? What's going down? What is up? Welcome to another episode of Circle Talk, where we feature good people doing great things all over the world. And this year we've been doing something extremely special and something that I love more than anything. We've been highlighting our youth. And today it's our Teen of the Month episode with August Teen of the Month, Sophia Cafaro. This young lady I met, well, I didn't meet her, but I seen her online singing one day. It was probably a year or 2 ago. And, beautiful voice, a lot of talent, a lot of spunk, spice. And, but she was very confident in what she was doing. And I found out this year that she had been working on a new EP. And her EP is finally out, Unbreakable, which I'm really excited to, get in and talk about that. But I've really enjoyed, listening to her album and the different layers to it. And we're going to talk a little bit about that, talk a little bit about her youth and young times to where she's at now, talk about the music life and where it all started, family and the importance of the support system around you, and just what's next on her, her short life, what's next moving forward. So thank you guys so much for being here. If you out there, just say hello. Make sure you guys continue to support, like, share. Let's get this thing on and cracking. But first, before we get into the conversation, I gotta pay the bills and give a shout out to my sponsors. First and foremost, Big ups to iShotya.com. Thank you so much for all your amazing work that you are doing in the community and with me. Shoot, Circle Talk. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him always giving me advice, insight, and direction on what works best with iShotya and Circle Talk. So if you are locally in the area looking for somebody to get your pictures done and get them done right, as you guys can see, this picture right there, that one over there, those up there, those are all done by my guy Marvin Patterson. So if you guys need somebody to get you some amazing photos in the way that you want them, whether they're wedding photos, headshots, senior portraits, since senior days, is it coming up for 2025, all you seniors out there, and for anyone that's just looking to do portraits for themselves, hit up iShotya.com. He'll get you done right. Let him know I sent you. He may give you a nice deal. Next on the list, I want to give a huge shout out to the DMAC Foundation for all the amazing things that they are doing in our community. DMAC Foundation is busy, y'all. Like, they are doing so much amazing work. Last week they was doing a car show here in Puyallup, and this week they're out in Spokane, which is 4 or 5 hours away from here, doing amazing work at actually Gonzaga, promoting their new program, the Get Home Safe program. If you guys do not know about the Get Home Safe program and all the amazing things that the DMAC Foundation is doing, make sure you guys go to www.dmacfoundation.org to find out more. Shout out to Brooke, Steve Garza, Selena Garza, and everyone that's affiliated with the DMAC Foundation. Shout out to y'all. Next, we want to give a huge shout out to Intentions Juice and Smoothies Bar. Shout out to Marquita Evans for all her amazing work in the community. That girl's busy. She stayed busy. She got her store here in town on 52nd and South Tacoma Way. She also has another one out in Seattle that she's running, and she's working on a third store in downtown Tacoma right here in Washington. Shout out to you. So all the amazing work that she is doing, guys. Trust me. If you guys aren't affiliated with the people that I am bringing to you, you guys are missing out. There's such amazing people that are doing great work for our community. Those are the people I want to be involved in. Trust me, you do too. Last but not least, I got to give a huge shout out to I Am Heyday Creative Space, Mr. Antoine Hayden, for all the amazing things that he has been doing for me this year. I'm so happy to have him on the team. If you guys have not gotten in contact with I Am Heyday for videography, photography, if you want to do some music, yeah, he produces music too. And he can play instruments. That guy is multifaceted, multi-talented. Make sure you guys hit up I Am Heyday Creative Space for all of your music and videography, needs. All right. So that's a mouthful. Yes, I got to pay my bills. I do apologize, Sophia. I see you in there. But without further ado, I don't want to keep y'all waiting any longer. We're going to bring in the woman of the hour, our teen of the month, Miss Sophia Cafaro in the building. Let's go.
Hey.
What up, what up, what up? Let's go. Let's go. How are you doing, young lady?
I am good. How are you?
You know what? It's another good day to be on the right side of the bed. You know what I mean? We are here. We live. Shout out to the people that are here now and that will be here later. Hey, it's going to be going down. Trust me, before the day's over. But let me just say this. I am thankful to have you here. I know that we have
I'm thankful to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I know we've been working on this for a little bit, and I know you've been busy. I've been seeing you performing and then performing here, then performing there. You've been working, and that's amazing to see as a young person that is dedicated to their craft, and people are acknowledging and supporting you, and so shout out to all the people out there in the NC, North Carolina, in the building. Let's go. Let's go. So let's do this. Before we get started, I want to rewind it back, because we are going to talk about the music thing, but let's talk about just your upbringing. where it all started for you, like, mom,
Okay.
dad, brothers, anything like that. Just let's start about the very beginning
Very
and how you,
beginning.
got to where you are today. So start in the
Yes.
way back.
Yes, I will start as a baby.
The way back.
um, I grew up in Bayville, New Jersey. So I'm actually
Okay.
from New Jersey.
Jersey girl.
Yes.
Let's go. Okay. Okay.
um, and ever since I was little, like I had such a love for music. I
Yeah.
actually tried out a couple different things before I actually got into music. I did gymnastics for a year and I was
Oh
like,
wow.
okay, this is not for me. And then
Right.
I did dance for a day and I was like,
Dance for a
no.
day.
I did it for a day because I was obsessed with Dance Moms when I was younger because my mom used to watch it. And I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like the next Maddie. I'm gonna sign up for dance
Right.
and I'm gonna be a star.
Yeah.
So I did it for a day and I was like, oh no, this is not for me.
Didn't work.
Um and then because I always loved music, like I was obsessed and I like would sing me and my friends, like I would have them over and I'd be like, oh like let's put music on and like sing and all that. And I was like, wait, like I really enjoy doing this. But I
Right.
didn't really know like where to go from there. Like I didn't even like tell my mom yet that this is something I'm like interested in.
Hmm.
Um and then one day I was at my aunt's house. And at the
Hmm.
time, I was obsessed with Nicki Minaj. I loved her. And I was like, I want to sing for the family. So
Yeah.
I get everyone in the family and I sing Super Bass by Nicki Minaj for them.
What?
And yeah, I think I was like 8 or 9. I want to say I was 8. And I was like,
You
I'm
hit
going to
them with
sing
the
for the
super
family one
bass.
day. Yes. I was like, I'm going to sing Super Bass for everyone.
Yeah.
Um, and then from there, I'm like, wait, I actually really like performing. Like performing
Nice.
for the family was so fun. And then
Nice.
eventually I talked to my mom about it and she's like, okay, we'll get you into like voice lessons so like you're trained correctly and all that. And I was like, this is awesome. I started doing
Yeah.
vocal lessons. And then I didn't my middle elementary school didn't do any talent shows. So then come middle school, they
Hmm.
did talent shows and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to sign up for this. I'm going to
Yeah.
go for it." It was in 6th grade. I did that was like my first performance ever. I was like, "I'm
Hmm.
just going to go for it. I'm going to do it." I signed up and I was like, the day of, I was so nervous. I was like, "Wait, I've never performed for a big crowd before." Like
Yeah. Yeah.
can I do this? Am I gonna be able to do this? I was like talking to my mom. I was like, I don't think I can do this. Like, this is crazy. And I was second to last to go. So I was sitting there. She's like, you know what? You got this. She's like, you're gonna do it. We
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
there. I'm like, I think I was like sitting backstage. It was backstage, and I was like, this is gonna take forever. There's so many people, and I'm second to last. I
Really?
was so nervous. I was like, oh my god, like what if I forget my words? And I remember
Yeah.
I performed "Safe and Sound" by Taylor Swift in the Civil Wars. I was like,
Okay.
I'm so nervous. And then eventually it's the person is going like right before me and I'm like, "Oh
Yeah.
my god, I'm about to go up there," like freaking out. And eventually I get up there, the nerves are gone. And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Easy.
oh, I really like
Easy.
doing this." It was I had so much fun. Like once I was done doing that, I was like, I want to like really go somewhere with this. Like I
Yeah.
really like this. And then I started doing the tree lightings. Like every year we'd have a tree lighting and they would have
Okay.
performers. And I was like, I want to do that. Like I have
Yeah.
so my mom, she worked for like one of like the rec centers and was able to, talk to people and get me in. I was
Uh-huh.
like, okay, like awesome. So I ended up doing the tree lightings. I want to say it was 2017 and 2018 I did it, or
Okay.
2016, 17, one or the other I did it for. I did it for and I was
So
like, this
talk a
is
little
really
bit.
fun.
I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're
Uh,
fine.
so for anyone that may not know what the tree lighting is, what is the tree
Yeah,
lighting?
let me
Yeah.
explain that. People were
Let
like,
us
wait, what's the
get us
tree
hip to the game.
lighting? Um, so every year in December, they would do like a tree lighting for a community where everyone would come. They would have food. They would have like
Okay.
cool events, performers, and they would light the tree after like all the performances. Everyone would gather. They'd light the tree. They'd have
Yeah.
Santa come. It
Nice.
was a really fun event, and a
That's
lot of
cool.
people would show up, and that's kind of where I started gaining my following
Yeah.
from where I lived in Jersey. People
Right.
were starting to catch on, and like, oh, okay. And
Okay.
then I
How
started
long
doing my vocal. Go
have
ahead.
you guys have How long have you been in North Carolina?
For 5 years now.
Oh, about
I've lived
5 years. Okay,
here.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
Yes.
cool. Okay, my bad.
Um, I know. But then I started doing recitals. My vocal teacher, Nicole, at the time, she did recitals and she's like, you should do it. And I was like, okay, definitely. Like anything to start getting my name out
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
And then we moved to North Carolina. My dad got promoted he had a job opportunity.
Mhm.
We took it and we went. I was like, now I got to start all over again. I was
Right.
growing like a fan base in New Jersey, and I was like, now I got to start all over again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, I gotta find a new vocal teacher and
Yeah.
everything.
Right.
And shout out to my mom. She really helped me during like all that, helped me find the perfect vocal teacher. We found my vocal teacher, Johanna, who is amazing. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
where I am now, like without her. So
Absolutely.
I started doing vocal lessons with her.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Let me just start posting like more videos like onto YouTube
Right.
and doing that like with Instagram and Facebook. Actually, I didn't have Facebook at that time. I did Instagram and YouTube because I wasn't doing that. And I was like, I think that's the next step
Mhm.
to really be seen by more people.
Right.
So I was
Absolutely.
like, so I started doing that and I started gaining more of like a following in North Carolina. And then once I started going to school here,
Mhm.
people I started telling, they're like, "Oh, what do you do?" And I was like, "I sing and stuff." And then they caught on, and they would go check me out, and they would
Yeah.
tell people about it, and
There
it
it
was
is.
really cool. And then my first performance here was when my vocal teacher did one of her recitals, and I met a lot of cool people there.
Mm.
It was really fun. And then it was what, December of 2019, maybe November, one or the other.
Yeah.
Keith Washoe from the Love Show reached out to me, and he was like, "Hey, I would love for you to be in like in my production." And I was like, "Oh, like this is big." Like a
Yeah.
lot of people like would come out to it. And I was like,
Right.
"Yes, definitely." Like he saw me on the internet and was like, "I would love for you to be part of this." And I was like, "Okay, we're making movements." And it was
That's
really
cool.
exciting. And that's really what I feel like elevated me in my
Mhm.
career.
Yeah.
I really believe like that, and it got me inspired, and I was like working with a lot of other people, and I was like, "Okay,
Mm.
wow."
Yeah, absolutely.
um
Big
so
moves.
I did that. It was so fun, so amazing. And then I kind of focused on school a little bit because I started high school at the time, and I
Mhm.
kind of slowed down with my performances because high school was crazy for me. um so I kind of slowed down. I still kept up with like posting on social media, still kept up with my videos, but I wasn't really out and about performing. And also
Yeah.
COVID hit while I was in high school as well, and I feel like that
Right.
really slowed things down. I was doing like a lot of lives, which was fun, but I was like,
Mhm.
I wish I was out performing.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
like the love show was like the last thing I did before COVID hit. And then I did a lot of lives, a lot of like videos online, which was fun, but I was like, want to be
But
out performing more.
you gotta think about it though. I think the time that we met, I seen one of your
Mhm.
videos
Uh-huh.
during like the COVID time. I think that's when I
Really?
first
That's
met
when,
you. And
oh wow.
so yeah,
I didn't even know.
I've been in, watching for a long
Yeah,
time, and so like you gotta be kind of happy
exactly.
about that people
Oh,
actually
definitely.
acknowledge that you do
Acknowledge.
have
Yeah.
talent and have been following you,
Yeah.
when you didn't think they were following you, you know what I mean?
Exactly. And I was
You
just
didn't.
about to get into that too. My manager, Reggie Burrell, that's when
Mhm.
he noticed me. He did my EP and everything.
Yeah.
He's really helped me. He's been such an amazing person in my life, and he's been watching me since then.
Mhm.
And in last September was when he reached out to me. He's like, "Hey, I want you as part of like my management," and it just took off from there. So
Yeah.
I was like, "Wow!" Like even like exact what you said. Like during the time where I
Mhm.
thought no one was watching me, people
Yeah.
were,
Mhm.
and once COVID hit and then school started back up for me, I went into my junior year of high school.
Mhm.
Again, I slowed down with the performing. I was like, okay, let me like finish out high school. Like my brain was just everywhere. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I still loved
Right.
music, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, what? Like, I was like, but then I graduated high school early.
Mhm.
I only went for half of my senior year, and then I kind of took the time off. I just worked, and I thought I was like, I'm gonna go in the hair, see what happens with that.
Mhm.
Um, so September comes around, I start hair school, I do it for a week, and I'm like, okay, like, I no.
Yeah.
And then that's when um Reggie Burrell reached out to me about, being part of his management. And I was like, I'm gonna go for it, let's do it. Cause he reached
Yeah.
out in the past and we're kind of like, because I really didn't know where I wanted to go. But then I'm like, you know
Yeah.
what? I talked to my mom. I was like, let's just do it. Let's go for it. Let's sit down and have a call with him. And it went amazing. And
That's awesome.
that really inspired me to really like pick up everything. Like, okay, this is what I want to do with my life. I really want to do music. I want to be a star.
Absolutely.
So, and
Absolutely.
it's been full force since. Like I haven't slowed down, and I'm like, this is where I am meant to be. I'm getting,
Mhm.
bookings to perform at places.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm working on trying to get a music video done for one of my songs. It's
Nice.
been like full force since, and I'm
Yeah,
really
absolutely.
happy about that. I had so much fun, like with doing the process of like recording my EP, working on it. It's been amazing. It's really
Yeah.
been really amazing. And I'm
Yeah,
thankful
that's
for it. I'm like, yes, this is what
absolutely.
I want. Yeah.
And to think, you're so young. You're 18 years old. Very,
Yeah.
still fresh, still learning,
Exactly.
still learning your voice,
Yeah.
and still trying to figure out your lane. I know you said you were
Mhm.
doing you were more pop, but when
Yes.
you listen to the EP, you got a little bit of
Yeah.
country in there as well. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? And a
Yes.
little bit of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? A
Yes.
little
We have
little
all of
uppity
that.
in there too. So I
Yes.
mean, yeah, definitely have a lot going on, and I'm really
Yeah.
excited to see where it goes. Just keep pushing at
God,
it for
yes.
sure. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? One question real quick.
Yeah.
Let's talk about just I know you was truly into it and music was a huge thing for you, but like how did you handle like when you're in high school and just trying to maintain your focus on finishing school and getting your
Yeah.
grades, but you truly are trying to, you know, become this music superstar. How did you
Yeah.
juggle that?
It was it was hard. I will say that. And I feel like that's why I feel like I slowed down with it in high school because I was so focused, like trying to get good grades, and then
Hmm.
school was tiring. I'd come home, be like, I'm exhausted, I can't do anything. Like I would have vocal lessons after school, and I'd be like,
Hmm.
oh, I'm so tired, like what am I doing? It was really hard. But then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna come home from school, do what I gotta do, like film videos. That's what I would do. I'd be like, okay, I gotta focus. If I really want this to happen, I really have to put my focus to it and find a way to juggle both. So I would just come home from school, like film my videos. And I was like, okay, I feel like I found like my balance between that. But it
Hmm.
was difficult because I was like, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I want to go out and hang out with friends.
Right.
But then I was like, you know what? I really got to focus on where I want to go with my life. And I really have to
Absolutely.
put the effort in to get what I want. Like I can't just do
Absolutely.
nothing and I can't.
You
So
got to.
I really just started focusing, doing lives, doing videos, and I was like, there we are. Okay, I found like my little balance. Like I really just put my mind to it. And I feel like if you put your mind to it, you'll be able to do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So your first performance, think about it like, once you were like, shoot, I finally finished school. I'm ready to live this go all the way in. Talk about do you remember your first performance after you was like, I'm out of school. Now I can just focus. What was your first performance like when you
Yes,
didn't have to worry about that?
it was amazing. I performed at the Chef's Palette and I think I did like a 3-hour set.
Yeah.
And it was like my first time doing like my like 3 hour like a 3 hour set. Like I've never done
Right.
that before. I was used to just performing like one or two songs. I was like,
Yeah.
wow. I was like, okay. So I went in like not really knowing what to expect, but also knowing what to expect. So I went into it and I was like, this feels really good. Like I finally can like put my full focus into it. Like even like weeks like preparing, like knowing like my set list, I was like, I can finally put like all my effort into this. I was
Absolutely.
it was amazing. It really was like this it came to me easily. And
That's awesome.
I was even working like with where I work now. I'm a hostess at a restaurant. It makes it's still easy. The hours I'm like, okay, I can like juggle both. So I was like, I'm able to come home from work and then
Mhm.
put all my focus into like my career. So
Yeah, absolutely.
it's really nice. It really is now being out of school and being able to just be free
Yeah.
and really put my full focus into it. Like my life has become my music and I'm so thankful that it is. Like it really is nice. It really
Awesome.
is.
That's really cool. So we're gonna take a quick timeout. I'm gonna pay some bills. I gotta take a
Yeah.
quick timeout, but we will
Yes.
be right back. Do not move. We will be right back in I think 30 seconds. One sec. I'm still here. Don't worry. So, can you guys still hear me? Everybody still good? You can still hear me?
I can hear you.
Cool, cool.
Okay.
All right, so let's talk about the music. Let's get into the
Yes.
music. The new EP is
Yay!
out. Everybody, make sure you guys go and check it
Yay!
out.
Yes.
On all platforms.
Yes.
Um, 5 song EP, right?
Yes.
And one of the things that I'm a musician myself, and one of the things that I really pride myself on is my writing. Um, do you have a writer? Do you do your own writing? How's that come about?
So I do not write.
Mhm.
My manager, he did the writing for it. And it's
That's
written
good.
in the stars was
Yeah.
he had a writer for it and that's how it like
Okay.
came to be about. But I'm definitely working on like,
Yeah.
starting to write and doing all that. That's the next
Absolutely.
step, just getting into writing.
Absolutely. Like, don't even worry about it. Like, there's a lot of people that are in the music industry that don't write, and that's okay because they're amazing artists. And that's the most important thing. If
Yeah.
you love what you do and you're true to it, you know, it'll come when the time is right. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? And so, let's get into what you love to do. I've seen a few of your performances, obviously.
Yes.
Like I was telling you, I seen you perform a few of the songs. I seen you do. I think I seen you do Unbreakable once,
Yes.
and then
Mm-hmm.
what was the other one that I seen you do? I seen
Travolta, I performed that one.
Travolta. Let's talk about
Yes.
Travolta. Give me a little bit of info, like do you know much about how the song came together? Like, what is it all about for those that may not have heard Travolta yet?
It's basically all about just going out, having fun, partying. It's such a fun like party anthem, and it's actually like one of my favorites off the EP
Yeah,
because I just love to go out and have a good time. It's like a good party anthem. Go out and dance to
absolutely.
it. It's all about having a good time, and I love. It's one of my favorites. I love that one.
It is.
Really, just
It's
all about
hey,
having a really fun time and going out with your friends, looking good.
yeah.
So fun.
So this is what I'll do. Because we don't want to talk about songs and not at least give people a little sample. So
Yeah.
we'll give them a little sample.
Yes.
Hey, let's go. Travolta. Y'all better go check it
stream
out.
it.
I downloaded it. Yep, I downloaded the whole album.
Yes,
Let's
guys,
go.
go download it on all major streaming platforms. Go stream it, buy it, do what you gotta do.
Yeah, that's the cut, though. Hey, so I just gave you guys a little bit. I'm not gonna give you the whole song. Y'all got to go and get it yourself. That's
Go
what we
check
do.
it out.
So we were talking about favorites before we got on, like
Yes.
song faves, and to me, like I have my own personal fave. Which one would you say is your favorite, though?
Travolta, definitely. I
Yeah,
love all of them, but Travolta, I feel like it really just captures like who I am as a person and like kind of like the vibe that I want to put out there. I feel like it really is just me and a song. It
it's a
really
good
is. I
vibe.
love
Trust.
it. Exactly.
It's
And it's like a really fun, positive vibe. And it's just, again, it's all about having fun. And that's what I'm about. I'm very big on just being positive and having a good time.
absolutely,
Definitely what I'm big
I
on.
love that song. But what I'm gonna do is because I do have my favorites. And I have to let you guys know the first time I heard, uh, it's written in the stars. I was definitely impressed. I know when I think about me at 18 years old doing music, I was in a group called Schoolboys with three other guys, and we sang all over the place and did all kinds of music and stuff. But to think of me being at the level that this song is like next level. And the way that you sing it, it sounds so amazing. I was extremely impressed. Like it'll be my favorite. It's in the rotation for sure. It's my kind of vibe.
Yeah.
But talk a little bit about the song, and how it feels to you.
Yes.
To
This
you.
song, it has so much meaning to me. It's basically like, you aren't with the person at the time, but like you really want to be with them. And I feel like a lot of people can connect to it because we all have that someone is like, we are meant to be together. Like it's written in the stars, we are meant to be. I will wait for you. And I feel like a lot of people have been in that situation. I've been in that like situation. It's like, I'm gonna wait. And we're meant to be. And
Right.
it just really, it's a beautiful, beautiful song. And I even get emotional listening to it, like, oh my God. Like
It's very,
when I
very good.
first heard it, like after I like recorded it and like everything, and I was like, wow, like this is emotional. It
You
really
did
has a
that
lot of
thing.
like feeling to it, and I really love the song. I really do.
All right. Well, we got people listening, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and give you guys a little.
Yes, give them a listen.
In my own company, too many moons I've seen since you were here with me. Impatient, I'm waiting. Dry journal pages, wasted time could heal, but I hold my heart for you. 'Cause nothing really matters. Nothing really matters. Yesterday seems so long ago. And long ago
Beautiful song.
feels like
It's a beautiful song. I love it. I love
Thank
it.
you. Oh, I'm
Love it.
glad you love it. Oh, that makes me so happy.
Oh yeah, that's my one. That's the one that I play over and over again. Like you
Yes.
know those songs that you hear once and you're like, wait,
Mhm.
I got to hear it one more time.
I know. I was like, wait,
One more time.
let me play
Oh
that
yeah,
again, and you just play
yeah.
it again and
It's
again.
beautiful, beautiful, amazing song.
Thank you.
So let's talk about. Obviously we got to talk about the title. I mean, your EP title, Unbreakable. Talk
Unbreakable.
about that song. Tell them a little bit about that song and the storyline behind that one.
Yes, Unbreakable is now that one takes me back to like when I was in high school when
Mhm.
people like weren't believing like, oh, like she's not gonna be like, she's not gonna go in the music. She's not gonna do that. She can't do that. And it's kind of like it brings you down a little bit when you have like so many people in your ear like talking about you and being like, oh,
Mm.
she's not gonna make it, and just making like sly comments. I went through that a
Yeah.
lot in high school. Um, so it's kind of like I'm unbreakable. Like I'm not gonna let that hurt me. I'm gonna just go through, not care about what other people say. And I'm unstoppable. I'm gonna keep going, not letting anyone bring me down. And that's how that song. That's the meaning of it. Not letting anyone bring you down. You're unbreakable.
So you,
I
so
love
you,
that.
so in high school, you dealt with a little bit of,
Yeah, I dealt with that. Even in
bullying
middle
and
school a little bit, I
haters.
dealt with it. But it picked up more in like high school of people just like making like sly comments towards
Yeah,
me or just not believing in me. It's like, oh, okay, like you can't do that. You're not gonna be able to do that. It's
absolutely.
like, well, watch me. Well, watch me do it.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. Tell them.
like I would always like in high school I was very like open about like my music, and I was like, one day I am gonna have an album, and one day I am gonna have music, and I am gonna be on the big stage, and I would always like just talk about that and be like, oh, it'd be
Yeah.
so cool, and then people would make like their sly comments. I'd be like, okay, whatever, watch me.
Yeah. All you can do is just, brush your shoulder off.
Exactly, I'm unbreakable.
Yeah. There's going to be plenty of haters. I mean,
Oh
the,
yeah,
the,
yep,
the rain has only just begun, you know what I mean?
yep,
But, as long as you continue to have confidence in yourself and your abilities,
exactly. It
all that
doesn't.
stuff,
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Exactly. It's
anyways.
like whatever.
So let's do this because I think there are some important people in your life that kind of
Mhm.
continue to give you a foundation to be who you are. Let's talk a little bit about your family. How important has
Yes.
family been to your journey, your musical journey, your education, the whole nine? How important have
Yeah.
they been to your
Oh,
life?
they've been like the number ones in my life. Like they are my biggest supporters. I always say I would not be where I am without my family, without the support. Like I'm always able to go to them for anything.
Yeah,
Like if it wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't have, known where to go. Like I didn't know where to start in my music career. And she's like, okay, let's get you signed up for vocal lessons. So like
yeah,
you're trained and you're not singing incorrectly. Like I didn't know that. I was only like 8 years old, not really
right.
knowing. Like she helped guide me throughout, and she was the one who's like, hey, maybe you should like start posting your stuff like here and there. And it's like, yeah, like she's really like helped guide me. She comes to all my shows. My parents come to all my shows. They'll always try and be there. And
That's
it's really means like a lot to me. It really does. It's
Absolutely.
really, yeah.
So I got a little. I don't know if you know this, but I did talk to your mom today a
Yeah, she
little.
told me.
She told you,
She
okay, good.
did tell me.
Uh, Well, she sent me something, and I'm gonna read it for everybody that's watching.
Okay. Oh
This
my
is just a little
god.
something about you. So um, let me go ahead and
Shout out to my mom, guys. She is
shout out
amazing.
shout out to
She is,
moms,
yes, my
mama.
whole family, my mom,
Yeah,
dad, my little
yeah.
brother. I don't really talk much about my little brother. He's quiet, but he is amazing. I couldn't ask for any other brother. He is amazing.
So she said both her and your dad are extremely proud of you and all the things you have done to pursue your dreams. You've grown into such a strong, driven, and beautiful woman. We know you will ultimately attain the things you want in life. For at a young age, you decided you were going to do something or if you decided you were going to do something or pursue something, you went for it, even when you were nervous or unsure. And then she said, you pushed yourself even when you were told you didn't have to. They just wanted you to know that they love and support you and can't wait to see you attain your goal of going on a world tour. So,
Yes.
yeah,
Oh my god,
shout
that's
out
so
to moms.
sweet.
Lynette, thanks
Yes. Shout out to my
popping up with
mom.
me today.
Woo! That was
Yeah,
so
so,
nice of her. Aw.
absolutely. So yeah, I think your mom is she's extremely proud. Obviously, your family
Yeah.
is really proud of
Yeah.
who you
Yeah,
are,
they're all
what you're
really
doing.
proud.
And
Even my family who lives in Jersey, because all my family lives in Jersey. It's just me and my mom, my dad, and my brother down
Yeah.
here. So it's like, oh. So like I know they're proud of me. They tell me all the time. My grandma will text me. She's like, "Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. I just saw your performance." She's like, "You're doing amazing." And it makes me so happy to know that like my family supports what I'm doing. Like they're like my backbone. Like I can go to them whenever I need them. And I'm so blessed to have that in my life. I really am.
Absolutely. So what's the next step for Sophia moving forward? The end of the year,
I
2025. What do you want to accomplish? You know,
I
in
want
a
to
year
hit like
ahead. Think about it.
mainstream. I want to be mainstream. I want to start. I definitely want to work on doing a music video for one of my songs, if not two.
Yeah.
I want to start getting new music out there, but like the main goal is to like hit that big stardom. That's like been my like goal since I was little. That's really what I'm working for,
Yeah.
and I'm
Absolutely.
hoping I get there. But
Absolutely.
yeah, we're taking the steps to get there, and I'm really
Yeah.
excited for what's to come. Really am.
You got this. Just continue to, embody confidence, stay
Yeah.
humble, and believe
Mhm.
in yourself regardless, because the haters are always going to be hovering around you, trying to
Oh,
keep
I know. I
you know,
know.
just keep brushing them off. You'll
That's
be
what I
fine.
do. I just
So,
block
so
it
I'm gonna
out.
give you an opportunity real quick. This will probably be my last one or two questions, and then
Yeah.
we'll be good to go. But just talk to the younger generation that's coming up that want to pursue, whether it's music, whether it's playing sports, whether it's becoming a police officer, whatever the case may be. Give the youth that are watching and young adults that are watching some advice to help them, during the struggling times as
Yeah.
they pursue their goals.
I would say follow your dreams no matter what anyone says. If you want to obtain that goal, like you want to go in again what you said, like singing, like soccer, like any kind of sport, go for it. Like set your mind to it and go to it. I believe that if once you set your mind to something and you
Yeah.
just go for it, you will obtain that goal. If you stay confident, stay humble, you will get there. And I truly believe that.
Mhm.
But yeah, follow your dreams. Just keep pushing. Even times get rough. I've been there. Keep pushing through. Push through.
Absolutely.
Again, even if times get hard, there are brighter days ahead and you will achieve your goal. I fully and truly believe that. I really do.
Absolutely.
And
So
have
for
it like
those,
find a like family, like a support system, like friends, family.
yeah,
I
yeah,
truly believe having a support system really helps. Like I have my family, I have my best friend Christian who literally comes to all my shows. He is like
yeah,
my biggest supporter like next to my family. I consider him as family.
yeah.
Um find like your people, find like a group of friends who all like have like goals in life and kind of want to go where you want to go.
Hmm.
And I really believe that like that will help you get there. Have a support
Absolutely.
system.
X. Good advice. Great advice. There was one more thing I was gonna ask, and I got all tongue tied.
It's okay.
Shoot, what was I gonna say? Um, do you have any questions for me? Because now I
Uh,
forgot my question.
let me think. Let me
If
think.
you if you don't, that's fine too. I love
Actually, I
you.
do. What got you into like hosting like Circle Talk? Like what how did that come to be about?
Well, this was all it was all a dream. No, I'm just kidding.
Smallest.
No, I for the longest time, music was like my life.
Yeah.
Musician to musician. I'm gonna give you some tidbits. I'm gonna drop some
Mhm.
knowledge on you.
Yeah.
I did music for my whole life. I started off in the church. Like I said, I got into a group,
Mhm.
quartet, and we were real amazing. And I wasn't even remotely the best singer. I was just a background singer, singing with some phenoms, and I was just blessed to be a part of the journey because everyone loved us. We've been to New York City, we've been to DC, we've been all over the country singing
Wow.
when I was around your age. And like I thought that was gonna be my thing. I thought for
Mhm.
sure this is what I'm going to do with my life. And
Yeah.
once high school ended, they had different things that they wanted to do. One of them went to school in Boston University for theater. Then the
Mhm.
other one went to school at UW University to become a doctor. And then the other one became a pastor. And everybody had their own goals other than what I wanted to do was stay with this
Yeah.
group and become a singer.
Oh
And
my
so after all of that kind of fell at the wayside, I said, you know what, I'm going to continue doing this because this is what I want to do. And, I got into another group with a couple friends and we performed all over the place, wrote our own music,
God.
did probably like 4 or 5 albums. Um, in total, I did 3 albums by myself and then I did two with
Mhm.
the group I was in. But I did a lot. I went a lot of
That's
places. I
awesome.
performed in front of a lot of amazing fans and sold a lot of CDs, outfits, all that stuff. But
Yeah. That's
um,
awesome.
at one point, it all came to a halt, and I had to figure out what was next. Music wasn't
Mhm.
everything. I wasn't, no major label signed me. I was all locally. I was,
Yeah.
spending all my money and yeah, I got a lot of gigs, but even the money that I'm making at these gigs, they aren't paying my bills to, afford my house and my car note,
Yeah.
everything else. So, at the end of the day, I had to become, something other than a singer. And, along with, I'm old, so I got kids as well. My sons, they're here. But at the end of the day, I knew that I had to change my viewpoint of life and where I was going.
Yeah.
I loved music, and I would say do it until you can't do it no more. Because as long as you stay humble, you'll be great. But for me, I had a time in my life where I wasn't humble. I was very cocky and
Mhm.
very overconfident, and I thought I was better than everybody. And it was those times that made me realize that I needed to step away from it because I did it in the beginning because I loved it because I loved
Yeah.
music. But then once all of the fame and the fortune and all this money started to come, it was different. I knew I was doing it for a different reason, and so I had to step away. Um,
Yeah.
the whole circle talk thing, it's kind of a long story. I do apologize, but hey,
No, you're
everybody's here.
fine.
Everybody's here. I The one thing that I realized was doing music. If you do it for the wrong reasons, you will lose. If you do it for the right reasons, you can never lose.
Yeah, I
Because
agree.
if you do it with your heart and do it because you love it and you do it for the people, then you can never lose because you're doing it for the right reasons. If you're doing it for the fame, the fortune, all of the different things that are, millions of dollars and Bentleys and all this and that, eventually all that stuff's gonna run out. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
And so long story short, I'm gonna condense it down. I do apologize, everybody. Um, I came up with this concept as a method to highlight the people because all of these people that used to support me and my foundation, I did them all wrong, and so I lost all of them. Along the way, I lost all of them. And so now I wanted to give back. I wanted to change my life around and do it for the right reasons. And so I came up with this concept of circle talk, highlighting good people doing great things all over the world. And I've been doing it for 3.5 years. And, it's my purpose in life, is to
I
highlight.
love that. Oh my God, that
And
actually like touched my heart. That actually like I
yeah.
really love that.
And yeah, I know that was a lot, but it's kind of a
I
long
loved every moment of it. I did.
but truthfully, I do this because I love people and I
Yeah.
love to give people a platform to share their truth, and in hopes that it, either changes somebody's life, or leads them to someone that could help them benefit and grow as a person. Whatever the case may be. I do this for y'all. Like, I don't get paid to do this at all. They don't pay me a dime. This is all me. Like, this laptop, this cameras, screens, mics. I pay for all this stuff, but
That's
it's
awesome.
I love it, and I enjoy it, and I'm gonna do it as long as I'm doing it for the right reasons. And so,
Yeah,
as long as you're doing music for the right reasons, you'll be.
exactly. Yeah,
And
so my
yeah,
mom says all the time.
yeah, absolutely. So yeah, there's that. That's your answer. Hopefully, it was a lot, but that was that
Yes, I
was it.
enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Yes.
cool, cool. So, if anyone out there, I see we got some viewers. Thank you guys for being here and showing up and supporting Sophia,
Yes,
our teen
thank
of the
you.
month for August. Just so y'all know, one of the things that we
Yes.
do here at Circle Talk, me and my sponsors, what we do is we create packages for our teens of the month. Um, and Sophia didn't know this, but I do have a package on the way to her right now with some goodies from Circle Talk and all of my
Yes.
affiliate, all of my sponsors. So it is en route. Her shirt
Thank
showed up
you.
today.
Yes, I
Shirt
love my
showed
shirt.
up
I'll be
today.
posting
So
with it later, guys. I'll
yeah,
put
she
a
got
post
her
up and
shirt, but
everything.
there's more coming, and I just want you to know, like, we
I
appreciate
appreciate
you.
it. I
The
appreciate you.
people,
Again, thank you for having me.
the people love you. And if you guys have not checked out her music, check out her new EP,
Check it
Unbreakable.
out.
Let them know where they can find you at.
You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, all those, all under Sophia_Cafaro. So if you
There
just
it
put
is.
that in, I will come right up. And
Absolutely, there
also,
it is.
my music is on all major streaming platforms, so go check it out, Unbreakable. And can't wait
Hey,
for y'all to listen to it. Go stream it. I
hey,
love it.
let's go. So what's up? Should we play a little bit, or should we just let them go and get it? What you think? Play
I think we should play
Unbreakable
a
or
little
no?
bit. Give them
All
a
right,
little
we're gonna give you
taste.
guys. We'll give you a
Give
little
them a
taste of
little taste.
Unbreakable, y'all, before we get out of
Yes.
here. If you guys have any questions while this song is playing, go ahead and drop them in the comments ASAP, or we're gonna say arrivederci and see you guys later after this song is over. But thank you again, Sophia.
Of course. Thank you
You
for having
are
me.
doing great. I love your music. Keep your
Thank
head
you.
in the right place, and know you got a supporter in me. I'm here for you.
I appreciate that. Thank
For sure.
you.
Here we go, guys, with a little Unbreakable.
Unbreakable.
Let's go. Hey,
I might be down, but I'm not out.
hey.
I believe in myself and leave no room for doubt, baby. You do have it back, and here I am. And I really don't give a damn how you take me. Those who are trying to break me, I'm unbreakable. I'm unstoppable. Got this fire and this hunger.
Hey.
Kill me, baby, stronger.
All right, y'all. We gonna go ahead and head out, but make sure you guys go check her out, all platforms. Find out for
Go check me
yourself.
out, guys. Woo!
Hey, and then Monday, if you guys are still around, Monday, come and check me out. I'll be back on again with my good friend SP, aka Rob Spruill, another guy I met in the game doing music. We're gonna talk about his music, past, present, and what he's doing now. So tap in, tune in, make sure you guys continue to follow Circle Talk.
Yes.
Next Monday. Thank you again, Sophia.
Of course.
Amazing.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. Take care, everybody. We'll see you
Bye,
guys later.
guys.
Bye.